What is pizza? What even is it? Don't overthink it. It's food, but it's more than that too. It's a hard foundation of bread. It's a liquid, zesty sauce, only contained by the bread. It's an unstable, unpredictable, molten haystack of cheese that gets separated from the bread by the sauce. And what's on top of all of this stable chaos? Choice. Brian Sheffield, Slice of the Union Address, December 21st, 2019.
Mamma mia!
Slate your name.
Brian Sheffield, big stuff fucker.
Brian Hawaiian Sheffield was born on December 16th, 1991.
Well, I grew up in a small town, and I loved pizza from the moment of inception. I was actually born with a slice of pizza waiting on a plate as I exited the womb.
He grew up humble, with little to note, save for one appearance on the cover of Soccer magazine.
Brian? Yeah, I knew that boy. I always knew he was going places. Bright, young, up-and-comer. Was always playing soccer.
After high school, he sought employment at a local pizza eatery and was quickly put to work behind the bowling counter.
A lot of people don't know, bowling and pizza are very important. Hand to hand, they go together like this, like pizza and bowling.
While working one night, he would meet a disheveled man who would change his life forever.
Man, I remember working at Shenanigans, and this new kid started working behind the bar. Crazy mop of red hair going everywhere. And he just looked like he liked pizza. So I immediately was drawn to him. I walked up to the guy and I was all like, "What's your name, sir?" He shook my hand, he told me, "Chris Foltz."
I never asked for this, but when I saw Brian extend his big hand for a handshake, I knew that he had a big heart.
The unlikely pair would become quick friends.
So about 4 months into the Shenanigans gig, me and Brian were having a smoke break, and I say, "Brian, these bowling balls, these go-karts, there's something a little bit bigger for both me and especially you, big stuffed fucker."
The Big Stuffed Fucker is an elected position created by Harry S. Truman after World War II. Its designated role was to keep an eye on Italian influence and fulfill legislative authority over issues such as imported ideals, cultural affects, and food.
What really lit a fuse under Brian Sheffield's ass to run for Big Stuff Fucker was not only his new friend Chris Foltz, but an old rival coming out of the woodwork to show him up.
Rippy Beando, an old-class rival of Sheffield, had recently thrown his hat into the ring to become the 2016 Big Stuffed Fucker.
When I heard that Beando Rippy was running for Big Stuff Fucker, it made me violently ill. I detest the man and his hatred towards pizza. So I called up Chris Foltz and I told him, "Hey, we have to run. We have to stop this."
With both men's names securely on the ballot and running mates chosen, the campaigning began.
My fellow pizza lovers, my name is Brian Sheffield, and I want to be your Big Stuff Fucker. My running mate and I have years of experience in the pizza field. We take pizza very seriously and are qualified for this enormous responsibility.
Now this one is for my homies.
My opponent Rippy takes nothing seriously and has not worked a day in his life to bring forth the betterment of pizza. I have worked hard my whole life to earn this title. Rippy wants it given to him. So when you cast your vote, think about these facts, and please, enjoy your pizza for years to come. My name is Brian Sheffield, and I approve this message.
On the Saturday of November 19th, 2016, the people made their voices heard and elected Brian Sheffield the 69th Big Stuffed Fucker of the United States of America.
The winner of the 2016 Big Stuffed Fucker election goes to Mr. Brent.
Sheffield Bumps 2016! Do that! Big Stuff Fucker!
And on January 20th, 2017, he was sworn in at the White House.
You know, taking my steps in for the first time as Big Stuff Fucker, it was really special to me.
Day one, Big Stuff Fucker Sheffield did exactly what he said he was gonna do. He arrested Rippy and locked him up.
The rest of his first year in office went smoothly until August of 2017. Big Stuffed Fucker Sheffield laid down new legislation that would shock the nation.
Today, I passed a bill in response to the uncontrolled levels of grease emissions.
Well, I took this responsibility very heartily, and I had to look at the bigger picture here. We all love pizza, and we all know pizza's greasy. Now, I love a greasy slice more than the next guy, but we have to think about what this is doing to our world, to our home. If we don't have a place to live, we don't have a place to make or eat pizza.
In July 2018, founder and Papa himself, Papa John, was caught using the N-word on a conference call to the Big Stuffed Fucker.
So basically that's going to end this quarterly pizza meeting. You got anything to throw on top of that, Papa?
Yeah. Lloyd was right.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Lloyd was right.
You are out of my fucking cabinet. You are fired.
Okay.
And later that year, a McFlurry of executive orders were passed, including signing an executive order subsidizing the Totino's company to keep their cracker crap pizzas remaining at or below $1, approving questionable pizza research, and, somewhat controversially, legalizing marinara in all 48 continental states. It was not discovered by the general public until days later that he had also upgraded mustard to a Schedule 1 banned condiment, once again in all 48 continental states. The public stated clear unease with this decision and the allegedly underhanded tactics that were used to pass this bill. 2019 brought more challenges for both the Big Stuffed Fucker and the nation, when it was announced by Big Pizza chairman Charlie Cheese that big changes were being slowly implemented across the country.
You've heard the rumors, now hear the trumors. Going hereforth, Parmesan cheese, crushed red pepper, and the little cup of rat fat we give you with each pizza will now cost extra. No ifs, ands, or buts. The age of free handouts is now a bygone era, and we have BSF Sheffield sanctions to thank for it.
And, in late 2019, at the Buc-ee's on the way to Wichita Falls, what would become a dangerous pandemic would start in what is described as a dry jerky market. This would soon come to be known as the Modelo virus.
In the spring of 2020, after the Modelo virus ravaged the nation, I was not prepared for the loss of my fellow stuffed fucker, Chris Foltz. He unfortunately caught the Modelo virus right away. In fact, they think he was patient zero.
Yeah, I died. Do I regret it? Yes.
As your term comes to an end, what would you like to tell the nation and the elected representatives?
That's a very good question. And let me tell you, this is very important. Listen to me here right now, my fellow Americans. Please, please do not vote for me. I'm done. I'm tired. I've eaten a lot of pizza in my time, and it's been good pizza, but I'm done. I'm ready to hand over the reins. Please don't vote for me.
In 2023, public menace and ruiner of pizzas, the Noid, ends his 420-year prison sentence and will be released to the general public. If not you, what would you tell your successor about handling this controversial public circus?
Well, I would tell my successor that I trust his ability to handle the Noid. I would tell the regular people to avoid the Noid at all costs. He's a dangerous man. I couldn't even call him a man. He's a monster.
On next week's 30 for 30 Minutes or Less, we look at the Noid himself and see what would bring a man to murder over 200 confirmed pizza delivery drivers, and what his favorite toppings are.